Hello and welcome to Real Life Real Home. Today's video is all about meal planning and pre-preparations. This is the third part in the series. You guys gave so much of love and support to part 1 and part 2. And part 1 was the very first video on YouTube ever on Indian meal planning. And if you guys haven't checked that yet, I will be linking them somewhere here or either in the description box so that you can go check that out. Two things before I start. One, please subscribe to my channel. That's the way I know that you are liking the content that I'm making and creating. So you have to hit the notification bell, which is very important, and that's how you will know that I have posted a new video. Why meal planning is important for me? Because it saves a lot of time during the whole week. My week is stress-free because I know next day what I will be cooking. I will not be wasting too much time just on thinking. And it saves food as well. Also, it saves money. And you will not be eating out as much, so less of junk. For example, I'll just give you a quick example. If you have an eggplant sitting in your fridge and you just came after work, you commuted for 45 minutes, you reached home by 6. Now, when you are seeing that eggplant, what are the chances that you will make bagan ka bharta in the evening? Let me tell you that the chances are very minimal. I have been there, believe me. It's very difficult after coming from work to start the preparation from scratch. So if you have the masala ready, then it's very easy. You just have to make tadka and the bagan ka bharta will be ready for you. So this is just one example. Now let's start with the first day, which is Monday. Monday is the most difficult day of the week. If you somehow cross over Monday, then the rest of the days are much easier. So for Monday, what you need to do is have a very easy breakfast so that you definitely eat something before you leave for work, and then easy dinner. So, and why I am focusing on just breakfast and dinner items, because what we used to do is that we used to prepare extra whenever we used to prepare a dinner, and then we used to take those leftovers to work the next day. So that's how it worked. So the main goal of the video is to show you how your efforts which you did to meal prep can help you throughout the week. So these are some of the pre-preparations that I will be doing for this week, and these are not the only pre-preparations. I'll be showing you different pre-preparations throughout the video as we move to different days of the week. So these are 3 types of beans: kidney beans, chickpeas and white-eyed beans. So I have soaked them, and then I will be boiling them, and then I will be keeping them in fridge. Now, many of you asked me if we should keep it in fridge or freezer. So the answer is, if you are using these beans within the week, then you definitely can keep it in the fridge. But if your intention is to store them for a much longer period, then you can definitely freeze them. And whenever you are ready to make them, you have to take them out a night before and just keep it in the fridge, from the freezer into the fridge, to thaw them. That's how they will thaw, and then it's ready to prepare the next day. Moving on to the vegetables, here are some of the vegetables that I will be using throughout the week. So purple cabbage, then green bell pepper or shimla mirch. Then in this container I have some mixed vegetables that I will be using for some dishes. So I have green bell pepper, I have some carrots, and I have spinach as well. Then moving on to this one container, I have kept purple cabbage, corn and snow peas, because I know that this whole container will be used one time for one of the dish that I will be making. This is bottle gourd or lauki, and this is squash or kaddu or pumpkin, whatever you call. Now I will be storing all these things in fridge this week because they will be used within the week. And that is why I'm not storing in freezer. Now this is a bundle of spinach that I got. I washed it and I will be making a puree out of it. So as soon as you are done with boiling the spinach, do make the spinach run into fresh cold water. That's how the spinach will retain its color. So now my puree is ready and I will be keeping it in a glass container in the fridge. And now, as I already told you in the starting of the video, that Monday is the toughest day of the week, and because now I am already prepping my veggies for the entire week, so why not use these veggies that are already prepped and make something Sunday night that could be useful for a peaceful Monday morning. So the option that came to my mind was pav bhaji, because it will use a lot of vegetables, which is really healthy. And I'm not doing anything extra apart from chopping some onions and tomatoes. That's it. And you guys asked me whether I keep and store chopped onions and tomatoes, and the answer is no. I have tried several methods, making a puree, making a tadka, frying them, and nothing worked for me. It gives a really bad smell and taste, because most of my curries, they used onion and tomatoes as a base. Unless the base is really fresh, the curry doesn't come out to be really good. So that's the only thing I do throughout the week, that I just cut fresh tomatoes and onion. So there are two ways you can use this pav bhaji on Monday. One is you can use it for dinner with pav, and other way is to use it in sandwiches. So for pav, one tip that I would like to give is, when you put some butter on the tawa, use a little bit of pav bhaji masala before you put your pav on it. So it gives a really nice taste to the pav. So now pav bhaji is ready. You can have it for dinner. There was nothing you need to do when you came back from work on Monday. You just have to warm the pav, and that's it. Other way is to use it as breakfast on Monday morning and in a sandwich. So here I am using it as in sandwich. Very quick and easy to make, less than 5 minutes and you are ready to go. So moving on to Monday dinner. Now I already showed you how I soaked the chickpeas and then boiled them. So here are my chickpeas that I've prepared on the weekend. Now I will be using half of the chickpeas to make chickpea fried rice. I already have a recipe of fried rice on my channel, but this is chickpea fried rice. It's really high on protein as well. I have this container that I showed you. It has all the vegetables, so I'll be using some of the vegetables from this one. And then I already showed you this one container as well. So all the veggies in this container will go into the fried rice. Less than 10-15 minutes to make the fried rice full of vegetables. Even the Health Association, they recommend that you should have 3 to 4 servings of vegetables each day. So this is a good way to have vegetables. So now I am preparing a little bit of tadka and frying all my vegetables, and finally my chickpea fried rice is ready on Monday night for dinner, and I'm having it with homemade yogurt. Moving on to Tuesday for breakfast, I am making a chickpea flour pancake, which is called besan ka chila, but I am putting a lot of vegetables that I've already chopped. So with besan, these vegetables, a little bit of spices, and then a little bit of buttermilk to make the batter. Now the batter is ready. Again, it's a very simple recipe. It takes less than 10 minutes of your time and loaded with lots and lots of vegetables. So it's a really good way. You can have it with any chutney that you prepared during the weekend, or any type of ketchup dip, or I prefer to have it with some yogurt, so you can have that. So that's what is for Tuesday breakfast. Tuesday dinner, I am preparing mixed dal. So it's a mixture of 4 dals: chana dal, moong dal, arhar or tuar dal, and masoor dal. So 4 dals, and very high on protein for vegetarians. It's a very good dish. You don't need to soak overnight, just soak it 1 hour before and you are good to go. So very simple recipe. All you need to do is soak it and then cut some onions and tomatoes, and dal will be ready. So my Tuesday dinner is ready. It's dal, dahi and some roti with some salad, which is onion here. Very simple. It took me less than half an hour to prepare the whole thing. Moving on to Wednesday morning. So I already showed you initially that I have kept white-eyed beans ready for the week. So here I have chopped some onions, tomatoes, chilies, and then I will be preparing lobia. That's how we call in North India. I would love to know what you guys call it. So I like to have my lobia or white-eyed beans for breakfast and or for lunch. It's very filling, again very high on protein, so you can top it with coriander, some chopped onions, tomatoes, or any other salads like carrots or anything. So it's very filling. It will keep you full for 4 to 5 hours, so that's why it's a very good option. Now moving on to Wednesday's dinner. So this is the puree, spinach puree that I prepared on the weekend. So now I will be making palak paneer out of it. So I have my puree already ready. I have my paneer pieces cut into cubes already ready. This is also something that you can do before. If I was making paneer bhurji or paneer paratha, then I would have grated the paneer and kept it, as I've already shown in meal planning part 1 video. So here my palak paneer is ready. I am serving it with hot chapatis or rotis. Moving on to Thursday morning. So here I have the remaining bell peppers that I chopped and kept as part of the meal preparation on the weekends, and you can see everything is green, nothing is mushy, they are well kept. And now these are the remaining paneer cubes that I will be using, and I'm making chili paneer. So one way of making chili paneer or jal fries I have already shown in healthy breakfast videos part 1, where I prepared kathi rolls. This is a little bit of different style. I'm using shredded carrots as well. All I need to do today this morning is cut some onions and tomatoes. Everything else is ready, so the vegetable will be ready in 10 minutes. Here is how it looks like, and it's really tasty. You definitely need to try one time. And I will be serving this vegetables with dal paratha. So as you know that yesterday night I prepared mixed dal and some of the dal was left, and I will be using this dal to make a dough so that we can have it as a dal paratha. Don't waste any of the lentils or dal. Make it in the form of a dough. Use a little bit of wheat flour and very little water, maybe a tablespoon or 2, and that's it. When your dough is ready, just make the parathas out of it and then serve it hot with this chili paneer sabzi. You can also, if you don't have time to make the parathas, you can have this as a wrap or with tortillas, whole wheat tortillas, or you can have this in a sandwich as well. So couple of options. So now moving on to Thursday night dinner, I am making sambar. So this is the pumpkin or the kaddu that I pre-prepared already during the week. This is the bottle gourd, and this is also pre-prepared. So I am just chopping onions and tomatoes, some green chilies. I already soaked my tur dal. Whenever you are making sambar, try to make extra so that you can use it later on the weekend with idlis or with dosas. So finally my sambar is ready. I'm having it with rice. You can have it chapati. So finally we have reached Friday, and so I'm making idlis for breakfast. I have already prepared the batter beforehand. I've showed that in meal planning part 1. Idlis can be freezed as well. They freeze like a charm. You just need to keep it in a glass container and keep them in the freezer. Just take them out, microwave them, or even you can thaw them for an hour or 2, keeping them in the fridge. You can have them with your favorite chutney. And moving on to Friday night dinner, if you're eating out, very good. If not, then you can use the kidney beans that you prepared on the weekend to make rasma and have it with either chapatis or chawal. Saw that with a little bit of pre-preparation ahead, the week passed by with so much less stress, and I really didn't do anything much as far as cooking is concerned, because all I did was to chop some onions and tomatoes or to soak dal. That's it. Also, I was eating at home and I was eating most of the time healthy. So guys, if you really like the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel. Share it with your family and friends. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.